I'm Kyle Persaud of the Persaud Law Office, and this video is a video in a series, a four-part series, on how to file for a guardianship in Oklahoma. Part 1 is how to file for a general guardianship of a minor child in Oklahoma. Part 2, this part, is how to file for an emergency guardianship of a minor child in Oklahoma. Part 3 is how to file annual reports on a guardianship of a minor child in Oklahoma. Part 4 is how to terminate a guardianship in Oklahoma. And this video I'll concentrate on emergency guardianships. Now, if you're seeking to become the guardian of a minor child in Oklahoma, you will need Oklahoma guardianship forms. In the description box below, I have posted a link to a page on my website with free printable guardianship forms for Oklahoma. A guardian is a person whom a court appoints to care for another person. A court may appoint a guardian for a minor child or for an incapacitated adult. And if the court appoints a guardian for a minor child, that's because the parents are unfit. For further information about what a guardian is and how to become one, click on the links in the description box below. Now, a few words of caution about the forms on this site. One, these forms are not a substitute for hiring an attorney. It's generally not a good idea to represent yourself in court. You'll find these guardianship forms very complicated, and you'll likely have difficulty filling them out. I provided these forms because many people have asked me where they can find guardianship forms online. But I know of many people who have made mistakes filing guardianship forms by themselves. And so if you can afford an attorney, it's best to have one, and you can contact our office to request a consultation. I placed a link to the contact form in the description box below. And second, these forms are only for the guardianship of a minor child. They won't discuss filing a guardianship for an adult. Third, these forms are for Oklahoma only. If your guardianship case is in another state, don't use these forms. Fourth, these forms will not be enough if you file for guardianship and the parents contest the guardianship. Fifth, every guardianship case is different, and these forms will not work for all cases. Now, in Oklahoma, an emergency guardianship is called a special guardianship. You may be appointed special guardian, if there is imminent danger that the health and safety of the child will be seriously impaired, or that the financial resources of the child will be seriously damaged or dissipated unless immediate action is taken. And two, no other person appears to have authority to act in the circumstances, or the guardian previously appointed is unable or refuses to take action. You can see that bullet point outline next to me. In the description box below, I've placed a link to state law on special guardianships. Now, to file for special guardianships, fill out these forms. First, the petition for special guardianship. 2, the Oklahoma Sex Offenders Registration Act affidavit. 3, the UCCJ affidavit. 4, the plan for care and treatment of the wards. Also, the order setting hearing for a minor special guardianship. Fill out this order before you go to court, but leave the space blank for the hearing date and leave the space blank for the judge's signature. The judge will fill in these spaces. The letters of special guardianship. Also, leave the space for the judge's signature blank. The judge will sign that. Also, fill out the order approving plan for care and treatment of the ward and the order appointing special guardian. Again, on those spaces, leave the space for the hearing date and the judge's signature blank. The judge will fill in these spaces. Now, also, typically, the judge will order each biological parent to pay child support. So you also have to fill out a child support computation. You see that form next to me. Oklahoma has a formula for computing child support. To create a child support computation based on Oklahoma law, click on the link in the description box below. Type in the data the site requests, and the site will then generate a child support computation showing how much child support each parent has to pay. Take this child support computation to court with you and ask the judge to sign it. And you will note that on all these orders, there are some spaces you can fill in on your computer and some spaces you can't. If there's a space you can't fill it on your computer, that's for the judge. Leave it blank until you go to court hearing. Take all these documents with you to court and then go to the court clerk's office and file the petition, the Oklahoma Sex Offenders Registration Act affidavit, the UCCJEA affidavit, and the plan for care and treatment of the wards. Don't file any of the other documents yet. After you filed those 4 documents on that bullet point list next to me, tell the court clerk that this is an emergency and you need to see the judge right away, and then follow the court clerk's instructions. Now, the judge may either hear your case without giving notice to anyone, or he may order you to give notice to certain persons before he hears your case. If the judge orders you to give notice, give the judge the order setting hearing and ask him to enter a date and sign the order. After the judge signs the order, give the order to a sheriff or a licensed process server and ask the sheriff or process server to serve the documents on all persons the judge orders you to serve. Most court clerks keep lists of licensed process servers in the county. If you want a licensed process server, ask your court clerk if they have a list. Now, at the hearing, or if the judge hears your case without notice, the judge will determine if you should, in fact, be appointed special guardian. If the judge appoints you special guardian, give to the judge the order appointing special guardian. You see this bullet point list next to me. Give the judge the letters of special guardianship. Give the judge the order approving plan, care, and treatment of the ward. Then the judge will tell you to sign the oath that is at the bottom of the letter of special guardianship Sign this, and the judge will sign both papers. At your hearing, take these papers to the court clerk and ask the court clerk to file them. Also, ask the clerk to give you at least 3, maybe more, certified copies of each document. Keep these certified copies with you. These certified copies are legal evidence that you have custody of the children. You may need to show these papers to certain persons, for example, school and medical personnel or police officers, if the question of your custody comes up. The judge may then order you to serve the order on other persons. Again, if the judge orders you to do this, give the order to a sheriff or a licensed process server and ask the sheriff or process server to serve the documents on all persons the judge orders you to serve. Now, a special guardianship by law lasts no more than 30 days. So if the judge grants you a special guardianship, the judge may set a later hearing date to determine whether you may be appointed general guardian. To find out how to be appointed general guardian, go to my video, How to File for Guardianship in Oklahoma. But even if it's only a special guardianship, you're still the legal guardian of your children. Congratulations. As guardian, you have important rights and duties, and you can learn about these rights and duties in our blog post, What are the Rights and Duties of Guardian? I posted a link in that in the description box below. Also, you might find helpful the Oklahoma Bar Association's Handbook for Guardians. I placed a link to that in the description box below. And again, we'd be happy to help you if you're interested in advice on seeking a guardianship. We've represented many guardians. You can contact us at the description box below. You can see the link right there. Thank you very much.